What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another TB Toycast unboxing right here on YouTube. As on this video, we are unboxing the DC Multiverse Eradicator from McFarlane Toys. I am super excited for this. I love the McFarlane DC Multiverse line. In my opinion, has quickly become one of the greatest DC lines of all time. Of course, this is one of their gold label collections. Exclusively available at Walmart, which is where I purchased this. This was not a new purchase. I've had this one for a while, so if you're looking for it now, it might be a little harder to come by. But most of the DC Multiverse gold label I have been able to find pretty easily. In fact, I would say if you're looking for a Max Mercury, very good chance you could find him at Walmart right this moment. But I love this line a lot. I think Todd has done a great job of giving us our classic characters, diving into some obscure stuff, and giving us those fun kind of one-offs, which it was really what I would classify this one as. Just an amazing figure. Really looking forward to diving into it. But of course, if you guys enjoy this video or enjoy anything that we're doing, make sure to check out our podcast, TB Toycast, every Thursday. We have a really fun podcast where we talk about news, we talk about what's happening in the toy world, things that have us excited, plus sometimes what we're normally finding on the pegs. And an episode we did a while back where we covered the Simpsons Playmates line, Series 4, which we actually had a special guest, Jeff, from the Fully Posable podcast on that one. A lot of fun to talk to him, as always. Of course, Jeff was on TV Toycast for about a year at one point. But always fun to have him on the show and to talk all things toys. But yeah, this Super 7, I'm sorry, not Super 7. I just did a Super 7. Super 7 on the mind. This McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse is awesome. I love the packaging with these. Initially, there was a lot of flack on this line because I think it debuted around 2020. And, DC Multiverse at that point was from Mattel. And they were more or less in scale with Marvel Legends, which everybody wanted everything to be the same. That's a debate for everybody, right? How do you guys feel about that? Do you want all your things to be in scale? Do you want them to be different? It's one of those things, like, especially if we're talking wrestling, if a wrestler shows up in AEW from WWE, like Edge, Adam Copeland, he'll get a new figure, right? But I've had plenty of Edge figures, so yeah, this is an Adam Copeland figure, but kind of the same, right? So I think sometimes when you have the different scale, it does kind of help with that. And I think with McFarlane, they did a really good job of being like, no, we're gonna do our own scale. We don't care what they're doing. This is what we're doing, and there's something to be said about that. And now people have really come around on these. I know, speaking of Jeff from Fully Posable, has really talked about how much he likes these figures. And he's not a comic book guy, but he just thinks the figures are good looking. And that's sometimes what you need. Just something to be a little bit different, to be a little bit fun when you walk by it on the pegs. Like, wow, that's a really nice piece. I would like to get that. So, of course, we got Eradicator here. Really fun character. I don't know much about Eradicator. I know he's a version of Superman, obviously. But I also like the bio cards these come with, so you get a little bit more information. Love this artwork. Man, I have been a huge fan of comic book artwork all of my life. I love looking at 90s comic book covers, 80s comic book covers. There's something special about that, and I'm not knocking what they have current day, but something about this is just so much better to me. I just love the look of it. I think it looks awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to dive into this figure. So let's see if I can actually bust it open. Eradicator Shockwave. I don't know what Shockwave's from. I assume that's from the storyline that this figure is based upon. That would be my guess anyway. Slice this tape. So much tape. So much tape. Yeah, I was just at Target tonight before I did these videos. Ran out to grab some food, and Target's right there, so I, like most of you, have to stop and check it out, right? See if there's anything new. I saw like 3 switched figures, which might be a record. I've never seen that many repackaged figures in one shopping setting. There he is. Very cool. Let's get the card and the stand out. There we go. Got the card. Maybe. It's a little different opening this with a camera, let me tell you. Okay, get the card out. Now let's get the stand. I'll have to pull this thing all the way out of here. Sometimes it's one piece of plastic and you can pop it off. This one was 2 separate ones, so oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. I will get this open. I am determined. Very cool DC stand. I do like that those come with every figure. Got the card here. Of course, the same artwork. And the bio on the back. Of course, a Kryptonian AI super weapon. The Eradicator eliminated the contaminating alien influences on Earth. They built the Fortress of Solitude before trying to convert the planet into New Krypton. It took Superman's form after Doomsday killed him, and his resurrection melded with Star Labs scientist David Connor. After joining Hank Henshaw's Superman Revenge Squad, the Eradicator served Zod's family. Not a good one. Not a good guy. Definitely into the bad stuff. But, you know, there's only one Superman, right? Extra hands. Kind of got some mean-looking hands there. Makes sense. Kind of gross-looking, too. All right. That's so many twist ties. So many twist ties. Let's see if we can get all these off. No, that ain't working. I got one. Cape is in the way, as always. Sometimes that's the better move. Twist ties remove there. Let's get this one. The key to this, ladies and gentlemen, don't cut your fingers off. It's a dangerous game. Dangerous game. All right. Well, that's what you want to see. Fantastic. I hope I can fix that. All right. Nothing. I remember back in the day. That's so loud. I hate that sound. Hope I can fix that figure. Back in the day, I remember being in the back of my parents' car, and we would go to the store. Let's see if I can fix this. Oh yeah, like a glove. And you know, I would get a figure or whatever, and it would always be the same thing. You know, don't open it in the car. Or if you do, pick up all your trash. But it was so much easier then. Could you imagine? I can only imagine what they would say if I had twist ties everywhere. It would not be good, ladies and gentlemen. So many twist ties. But this is a great figure. I love the deco on this. Really, really cool. Really, I love the cape effect. Really cool for action shots. Look at that. That's just amazing. Such a cool figure. And this is one of those figures where we're probably not going to see it again, right? Because it was a quick little story, and then it kind of served its purpose and it went away. But man, this is a cool figure, and this is to me exactly what makes this line fun. You see this, it's a Walmart exclusive, it's got the gold label. You know you got to pick it up. And this is what I'm glad I did. Of course, it's got the extra hands. What do you guys think of these extra hands? I don't know if they're supposed to be like that or not. I guess they are. Like they're kind of all crazy colored. His other hands aren't like that, so I don't know. What do you guys think? No clue. I think the fists work better for this guy, so I think I'm just going to keep him there. What do you guys think of extra hands in general? I know at times it's a good thing because you get different choices, right? And so I could do one open hand, one closed hand, but these look different, so I feel like I would have to be one of each. What's interesting here, let's pull up the box bear. You see the effects he's got on the hands and even on the card. I'm kind of surprised this didn't come with effect pieces, and maybe it was supposed to. Maybe it was a budget issue and they didn't. But I feel like if these had the effect pieces, these would look a whole lot better. Just a thought. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys collect DC Multiverse? Is Eradicator one on your list? You can probably still find them on eBay. Hopefully not too expensive. Unfortunately, with this line, after a while, they do get a little bit on the pricey side at times. But I think if you're determined to find it, if there's a will, there's a way, I guess. You can get on Facebook groups. I do that a lot and look for different DC Multiverse figures. I've done that with G.I. Joes. I've done that with wrestling. And every now and then you can find a deal. And just as often as people get into collecting, people get out of collecting. And so sometimes you can get lucky and find a figure someone doesn't want anymore for a decent deal. They're able to get most of their money back out of it. I say everybody wins, and that's kind of the case with this one. But Eradicator, an awesome figure. Love it for my DC Multiverse collection. I love unboxing these figures. I just unboxed a Vampire Batman, but not for the channel, so I do regret that. I wasn't doing the channel yet, but I unboxed a Vampire Batman, and I was like, it's one of those things, like in the package, it looked really cool. Outside the package, I was like, oh man, this is even better. Like it had the it had the brown kind of color to his costume. And of course, like the vampire head and this big axe. I'm like, man, this figure is amazing. I think, and that's the beauty of McFarlane to me, is that every time I see these, they just like blow me away with how awesome they look. So Eradicator is certainly on that level. So definitely a fun pickup for me. Let me know what you guys think, and if there's other videos you would like to see me, or like other things you'd like to see me unbox on this channel, please hit me up in the comments or on social media at TB Toycast. Of course, some WWE stuff will be coming. More wrestling in general will be coming. I dive into a lot of the retro lines. I want to dive into some random stuff as well, which that's also coming. But let me know what you think. And that is all we got. Make sure to check out the podcast, TB Toycast, every Thursday. And we will see you in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.